Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. So honestly, this whole video is just like me talking about like what's actually been going on, why I haven't posted. I've been in the middle of a legal issue, and it really just has to do with a certain studio or record company that just doesn't know like how far the goalpost is. I swear. But yeah, so let's get into it. So a lot of my videos have been starting to get in copyright stricken. I don't think I'm the only person. This is not what do you call it? An automatic thing either. This is just something that's happening. Like someone's actually just pushing the button. I talked to some YouTube representation, like some YouTube reps, and they were like, "Oh yeah, probably the automated system." But no, in reality, this is just someone literally claiming the music. Now, let's go ahead and talk about it. So, if you guys do not know, for years, ever since like Riot decided to drop this major collaboration of different artists that created some like free use music for streamers. So, the Riot Games came out with the creation. What do you call it? The content creator. What do you call it? Safe content creator. Like what do you call it? Uh, I think it's called Creator. Yeah, Creator Safe Playlists, which are like a collaboration of different artists and stuff like that to make music 4 years ago to 3 years ago, and then it happened again like two. They just continue making these playlists that streamers and YouTubers can use on a loop and stuff like that, and you're able to use this music, right? This is something that's been changed not because of Riot, but because of a outstanding contract they have specifically with one of their deals. So let me talk about one of these deals. So the deal itself is having to do with Arcane Season 2. Now, sometimes certain like companies issue out like they distribute the license so they can use their license without having a problem. Let's say like how do you say like Netflix, they want this specific music, they pay a license for it, or they distribute the music, and that's like it's a license. But keep in mind, the company that bought the license for specifically Arcane Season 2 was a company which is pretty crazy. The company itself, right, is a company called the Virgin Studio or something like that. Something like the Virgin Studio. Uh, yeah, I don't know why they named themselves that, but yeah, the whole thing is the Virgin Music Group. Uh, Literally the Virgin Music Group, and yeah, this has just been a thing. So the Virgin Music Group is claiming all of Riot's music right now on behalf of Riot Games. Now the thing is, this doesn't make any freaking sense because the Virgin Music Group themselves only have the rights to Arcane Season 2 and that distribution of that music. So why is the content creator safe playlists and other music used by thousands and maybe even like millions of content creators uh, that use this royalty free music because this was offered to them by Riot themselves? Why are these people coming and collecting the check on every YouTube video they can see that gets a decent amount of views? This is pretty messed up. And I think that this needs to be like actually like checked out, because why is this happening? Like the whole point of like the whole creator safe like music thing is to fight against wrongful copyright distribution and stuff like that, and to get rid of the whole idea of you having to buy a music license for the rest of your life till the day you die, or else they collect your YouTube check. Freaking stuff like that. It's just insane. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, they all have to abide by the licenses of these different groups. Now, the funny part about the Virgin Music Group, which is they're technically a studio, like they're a whole like firm and everything like that. But the funny thing about them is that they're actually ran and owned by freaking the what do you call it? The Universal Music Group, which is stupid because freaking if you don't know, the Universal Music Group is Universal Studios. They've have pretty much every freaking artist on Ball and Chains for a very long time. It was founded back in 1972, and freaking what they do is they create these smaller companies like this one that just came out in 2022, the Virgin Music Studio, and they freaking the music group, and what they do is they freaking, I guess they're using this so they don't get backlash for copyright claiming and taking the money from other YouTubers all over the platform. The problem with this, right, is it would make sense if this was like a big name artist. Let's say one of the artists like Sex Pistols, Culture Club, Spice Girls, things that they own. Then yes, it would make sense. But no, they own the distribution for Arcane Season 2's music, not the music for Riot Games. So the fact that they're given like the ability to use Riot Games as a free leverage point to just pole vault into copyright claiming everyone else's stuff is insane. Freaking this thing, like this whole freaking studio shouldn't be doing this, because what, like, we have to you have to dispute the claims, or else they take your money in the first 5 days. That's just something that YouTube does. So they'll instantly take your money and give it to them if you do not dispute the claim within the first 5 days. So you have to. But you also put yourself into legal risk if you dispute the claim. I am disputing the claim in 3 different ways. Legally, and freaking, what do you call it? Well, actually, all 3 illegally. One through YouTube, one through a firm, and then after that, like some. But freaking, there's stuff that's going down in the background. Now, if I do not get any like pull from YouTube, because I talked to YouTube reps before, and they're like, "This is just something that you probably got content ID'd for." No, this is something that's happening to every content creator, not just me. So it's not just going to be me. It's going to be many other content creators who have the same issue, who are having to file an appeal against these corporations who are trying to pretty much screw us out of money because they own the license to distribute for music for something that is only related to like Netflix and stuff like that. Why are they going for the music that has nothing to do with them? Like, it has nothing to do with any of the stuff that they're working on. They're just abusing the copyright system, and it's pretty crazy. So freaking, yeah, so I'm just going to have to not use music for like a long time until this dispute gets settled, either one way or another. But we're also just going to keep taking like money for reals. They're just literally jacking me for cash. And it's crazy that I even got flagged for this, because like freaking, I've been using this music for months, and Arcane Season 2's been out for months. And the fact that they haven't like done this already means that they're literally just cashing out before the contract expires, I guess, for the distribution of Arcane Season 2 soundtrack. But like I said, it has nothing to do with the Arcane Season 2 soundtrack. This has to do with the the creator safe freaking playlists, and we're all getting flagged because of it. It's insane. Freaking, I don't know what like I can really do from here besides dispute it. And if you don't know how the content creation, like how the copyright claim disputes work, freaking the disputes themselves are literally just based off of you having to send them a message saying that you're disputing the claim, and they can reject it at any point, no matter what your claim is. And then you have to take it legally. So with that being the case, there's not really much you can do besides try to dispute the claim. And then if YouTube screws you over, YouTube screws you over. But, you know, you have to go and dispute, man. You got to fight for your right. And freaking, it's just crazy, man. So I'm just going to stop using music. They're going to keep like going after us little guys, but we'll see what happens next. Yeah, of course, you guys want to support the channel, just don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Freaking, yeah. See you guys later. Take it easy and peace out.